What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the rank 1 NA player Tomio, and we're going to be seeing Pantheon. I don't know if you guys have been following along, but first Spica hit rank 1 with Pantheon, and now Tomio hit rank 1, and he's been playing a lot of different champions, but one of them is Pantheon. A lot of challenger players are picking up Pantheon, so I want to see what it's all about. I tried him in 3 of my games and I lost all 3, so maybe I can learn something and you guys can learn something too. So first thing we do, we're walking in. I think we saw the enemy team walk into our jungle. So if you see the enemy team invade your bot side jungle, a lot of times you just walk into the enemy top side jungle, put down a ward, and then you'll have some vision to counter their vision. Every time you see the enemy team make a reaction, you should, or every time you see the enemy team make an action, you should, have your own reaction. You see Hecarim's gonna start his Raptors. So I wonder what he's gonna do. So, Hecarim is kind of like, he's kind of a predictable path. It's a jungler. I also want to see what he does for his clear. Like, start our Q. Because, I wonder when he gets his other abilities, like, I imagine you want to use your empowered Q all the time. He smites early. I think your Q executes. Yeah, so your Q does enhanced damage to enemies below 20% health, so that's why he smites early there. Something to keep in mind. He uses his empowered W on the wolves. I guess that makes sense because that gets you to your next empowered attack faster. Just dragging the camps pretty well. Hecarim should be on his wolves now. But we saw him start Raptors, so we know he's pathing down. I guess Hecarim could look for a gank. If he started Raptors, like, he could gank top lane level 3, but usually Hecarims don't do that. But actually, sometimes they do. Yeah, have we been pinging anything? He pinged for someone to be careful at 2 minutes. He probably pinged his top lane to be careful. So now he should know that Hecarim is going to be bot lane at pretty much the same time as him. So we're going to meet Hecarim for sure. Okay, you need to ask yourself if you can fight the crab here. It looks like, if you just look at the lane state right now, the minions are kind of like, this is the line of skirmish. So the enemy bot lane, if we walked here into the river and we found Hecarim, Hecarim would fight us. And we're not really sure, like, 1v1, maybe we would win, maybe not. Hecarim's pretty strong level, like, at level 4. So you ask yourself, like, okay, what is our team going to do? Enemy bot lane is just going to walk straight here. Your bot lane would have to either walk through them or, like, walk around and get there late. So he makes the instant decision to recall here instead of fighting, which is pretty smart. Also, the Silas would get there first too if you look here. So makes a lot of sense to just recall. So he kind of thinks about going bot side. He's looking at the Hecarim. Flashes for that kill. I mean, he was just looking mid while I was walking out of base. And now, because we know that Hecarim started his Raptors, and we just killed Hecarim, instead of going for the crab, you instantly go for the enemy Raptors. This is something you should always try to do. You win a fight where you kill the enemy jungler, just check if you can take any of his camps. And now Hecarim is upset. He just lost his Raptors. We have another ward on him, so we know he's going to his Krugs. So our team knows where Hecarim is. The top lane. It's probably nothing. As you're doing this gromp, you're just keeping your eye on top. Seeing if there's anything going on. You see Pantheon? I don't know if you guys noticed, he just pinged his wolves and then he pinged this wave. So that means that after these wolves, he's gonna try to beat top lane and fight on this wave. Something that is pretty good for, you know, high elo. I don't know if your low elo teammates will understand if you do this. We see Hecarim, we're up a level. This is a fight we always want to take. Hecarim has no flash, so could just be a free kill. Nice. Just a solid gank. It was a really good gank to go for. You could kind of tell, like, if you looked top lane and you saw Lee Sin and Bessa fight, like, you kind of tell that both of them wanted their junglers to come. So now, I think if you're playing Pantheon, walking bot to our spawned camps. I'll just keep my camera balling to see if we need to do anything. Looks like, you know, there was a chance Janna would walk into us, but she flashed away. Now, I think all we're thinking about is, like, we're gonna get level 6 after these Raptors. So, what's our next play? So you should be thinking, like, how can I use my level 6? So we see Rel coming off the map. You should ping your support to come help you here if you want to fight the Void Grubs, and I think we should fight the Void Grubs because we're really strong. And we see Hecarim going to his Raptors. We see Sal's fight. We should go for that. You just tell, like, why is Silas fighting? No, on this timer. This timer is like, the more you play, you'll realize that this timer of the game is like when the stronger junglers should be going for the Void Grubs, and usually their support will be with them. So, you know, as a mid laner, you have to be really careful. And as a jungler, you have to, you know, ping your mid laner to be careful. Get the free Void Grubs. We should know that Mbessa has her flash, so we should just farm our camps. I think if I was Pantheon right now, I'd just be thinking to myself, I want to farm these topside camps, and then, you know, how can I use my ult or my next flash to make an aggressive play? I think to myself, the enemy bot lane just used both their flashes in the last fight. Oh. How do you use our smite there? But in this case, so Hecarim just double killed our bot lane. So instead of getting upset and like typing to your bot lane, you just think to yourself, what can I do to punish that? And so he knows that Hecarim's red buff is up, so just goes straight for the red buff. He knows he's probably going to lose the dragon, but that's okay. He's always using his empowered W on these camps. Checks for the Krugs, but they're not up. You see there's a fight. I don't really know what his balling's doing. Oh, we ulted top lane. Let's actually see how he ulted. But guys, this is, at this point of the game, like, you need to ping your bot lane to not fight this dragon. Like, they should 100% know that the enemy team is doing this dragon, and there's nothing they can do about it. But I guess, you know, even in Challenger, your bot lane will just kill themselves going to this dragon. So I guess you have to, like, you know, use some pings on them. But I guess we see that there's that play top lane. Like, I think he's thinking about ulting here, but, you know, realistically, if he ults here, he's just gonna die, right? So if you see the enemy team make a successful play bot lane, you should ask yourself, can I make a counter play top lane? And, you know, that's what he goes for. So he ults. Kind of behind her. She uses her flash. We don't have flash to follow, so just recall. Hecarim is invading us. Not much we can do about it. What items did we buy? Eclipse. I've been seeing some Pantheons go Sundered Sky first, but I guess he likes first Eclipse. Red buff is still up, so that's good. It's kind of a tough game though. Like, we're 4-0, but our team is kind of feeding, so the gold is pretty much dead even. I wonder, like, this is what's been happening to me, like, in my Pantheon games, like, I don't really know what to do to carry, like, Pantheon is such a simple champion. You know, pretty obvious kit, like, I don't know how you, carry a game like this. But if you find yourself in this situation, it's 8-8, you know, you gotta figure out, like, who are you carrying this game with? Like, who on your team do you need to play around? So if I'm looking right now, it's tough. Like, our Kaisa has 4 kills, but she's also 4 deaths. And the Silas just walks into us for no reason. Another kill for us, but now we're kind of low health. Yeah, I would just recall. There's no camp spot side for us. We're not gonna walk all the way to our Grom. You know, might as well just heal. Takes about the same amount of time. You got two choices here. You go to this respawning Void Grub camp, or you could try to help your bot lane. Our ult's coming up in 18 seconds. We have our flash. I think this is a time for us to fight, so it makes sense. Like, honestly, there's a world where I would have went to this Gromp and then went to the Void Grubs, but we already got the first Void Grubs, so maybe we can try to help our bot lane out. Help our win condition. But we're already kind of late for this. The enemy teleports. Maybe we can punish this Hecarim. Doesn't look like we can do anything. We have to wait for our Victor. We have our ult up. He's gonna ult on top of the Varus, I think. Nice. Okay. That works. Arella's not happy. So you're just checking this top river. Enemy team is already on this. Arella's not here. Go for the steal. This might have been a little greedy. We have our bot lane coming in. Gotta be careful here. You don't want to waste your shutdown. Heal off the crab, now we can walk back in. Nice, pretty good. Now, after you make a good play like that, just think to yourself, like, what's my next plan? What's the next play? All of our camps are up here, so we just do these camps. You want to ask yourself, like, where are you gonna end up after you do your camps? Probably, I would guess that he's gonna just path down to the dragon. He might have to cover top lane. He's just gonna pick up these minions so that Ambassa doesn't get any plates. Now we can continue farming.
Turret plating will fall soon.
Dragon has spawned. We have our Rel with us. You just gotta be careful because, like, you know, you have Rel engaged, but besides that, you're kind of on your own unless you have Lee Sin with you. Like, you don't want to walk into danger as Pantheon when you have a 650 gold shutdown. So the enemy team had first move on that dragon. But you see, like, he's given the enemy team 2 dragons. Like, that's not the end of the world. Objectives are, you know, they're good, but they're not everything. So now we see Hecarim's bot, so I think he's going to use his ult to try to counter this. Yep. Built in. Stun the Hecarim. And now we really do have, you know, Kaisa is definitely the champion we want to play around. And Victor. Victor's doing great too now. Stop that guy's recall. Should be able to get feats of strength with Kaisa crashing this wave. Getting this tower. Yeah, this Varus actually walked up. Kind of unlucky that we weren't there to punish. So what item is going next? We're going Eclipse, Black Cleaver. Plated Steel Caps. They have triple AD, so Plated Steel Caps is good. Go straight back bot. Flash the tornado. Really important to do that. Jano Tornado does knock you out of your stun. Instantly recall. Hecarim ganks top lane, so that means that, you know, he's not on the Herald. So we buy our items. We have Black Cleaver and Eclipse. We're definitely strong enough to fight. Do we have our ult? No. Don't have flash, but we're really strong. If our Lee Sin fights with us, definitely make something happen. She's just gonna face check the... yeah. We're not really scared of anything at this point. Up a level on Hecarim. Now the Hecarim comes to contest. It's a little scary. We might die here. Actually, a Clip Shield is going crazy right now. Okay, another Eclipse Shield. Yeah, I have no idea how we lived there. His Pantheon looks a little stronger than mine. I'm not gonna lie, like, I definitely would have died there.
The blue team has scored an ace.
And now we just ace them. We got the Herald too. That was very scary, like, but when you're playing jungle, you have to, like, understand the location of your team and the enemy team. I think that was a really tight timer, but his team managed to react in time to save him. So just, you gotta know, you gotta ping your team to come to these objectives. If you think you can win the fight around an objective, you really want to make sure your team is there with you. We have our ults now. I think we're just gonna look for a play straight away. Don't even need to ult. Herald's mid lane. I think he's heralding mid lane. He's just gonna ult bot. Hecarim's here, but what is Hecarim gonna do? And our Herald crashed mid lane. 11-0 so far. When you have your ult, you should just be always looking on the side lanes. Okay, we take a lot of power shots there. You should always be looking on the side lanes, you know, waiting for the side laners to 1v1 and then, you know, ruin the 1v1, just gank them. The Victor's under their tower killing them. Just doing the correct play, going for dragon. Yeah, I wonder, have you guys been playing Pantheon? Have you guys seen a lot of Pantheons in your games? I'm not convinced that he's that strong, but you know, these top ranking players are picking him a lot, so maybe he is. He definitely seems strong, but you know, I just don't like his kit personally. Maybe I'll try him again more. Seems pretty good with Kai'Sa. Like, Kai'Sa can follow up on all of your stuns. And the enemy team surrenders.
A summoner has disconnected.
He's gonna build Sterax next. So, if you guys want to know the build, Eclipse, Black Cleaver, Sterax. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something, and let me know if you guys like Pantheon or not. And please subscribe. Thanks for watching.